Around 800 protesters have tried to storm a Tesla factory in Germany. The plant has been subject to environmental protests since it was launched by billionaire Elon Musk 2 years ago. Police tried to stop the group who attempted to get to the plant from a nearby wooded area. Protesters say the plant, which is near Berlin, could damage the nearby environment and in South American countries where lithium is mined.
Shocking scenes. Tesla Gigafactory stormed by hundreds. What's going on with Elon Musk? There's something brewing at Tesla's Gigafactory in Berlin, and it's not electric cars. Hundreds of protesters stormed the gates, their motives shrouded in secrecy. Was it a fight for the environment or something more? We'll peel back the layers and reveal the hidden tensions surrounding this crucial facility. Get ready for a deep dive into the battle lines drawn around the Gigafactory. Is Elon Musk facing his biggest challenge yet? And what does it mean for the future of Tesla's empire? This is more than just a protest. It's a mystery waiting to be unraveled. So buckle up, conspiracy theorists and tech enthusiasts alike, because we're about to go down a rabbit hole of electric vehicle intrigue. Hit that subscribe button and join us as we unlock the secrets of the Gigafactory siege. A long demonstration at Tesla's Giga Berlin factory descended into violence when hundreds of protesters swiftly increased the intensity of their actions by storming the factory and making an effort to break in. It's believed that 800 to 1,000 protesters participated in a day of action surrounding Giga Berlin, which was organized by a German group going by the name Disrupt Tesla. This is honestly quite amazing stuff to witness. The mob at one point tried to attack the gates, resembling a human stampede of demonstrators wearing face masks and blue hats, most of whom were dressed in black. Emerging from the surrounding woodland, they charged the factory. What exactly they were going to do is unknown. The majority of Tesla employees were not present on the day of the protest, as the Gigafactory was closed. However, German authorities foiled the effort by detaining 23 individuals and filing 76 criminal accusations. Though Elon seems to believe there should have been more of a penalty, the majority of the protesters who confronted the police were tackled or given a pepper spray shot. Why did the cops free the left-wing protesters so easily? He wrote on X. The next day, protesters who had been camped out in the forest close to the facility since February were forced to disband. What the devil is going on, then? It is difficult to properly comprehend the circumstance. This particular activist group appears to have been sparked by Tesla's plan to grow Giga Berlin to about twice its current size. This would require cutting the nearby forest, which is, for the record, a man-made forest that was planted to be harvested for cardboard box production. Nevertheless, back in February, the residents of Grünheide decided to hold their referendum to determine whether or not to support the new Tesla development. The nearest town to the Gigafactory location is Grünheide, which is located approximately 1 hour's drive from Berlin city center. When 76% of the town's voters cast ballots, the citizens decisively rejected the plant expansion. 3,499 voters rejected the measures, while 1,882 supported them. This referendum is not legally binding, so it won't have any bearing on what a private corporation decides to do on its land. But the intention was to let Tesla know that the town approved of their plans. As they continued with the expansion, Tesla stated that they had taken note of the problem and would keep it in mind. The first protest at the Gigafactory site started at this point. Tree houses and other camp structures were constructed by activists who had moved into the forest area designated for clear cutting. That is actually what motivates these activists. I think it's difficult to determine that point. People attend rallies for a variety of reasons, and the organization structure is at best shaky. This is a typical occurrence. At its foundation, the Disrupt Tesla movement appears to be essentially an anti-capitalist protest. Many of them are just against Elon Musk and his political views, and the majority are concerned about the local water supply. While they are not a movement against Tesla per se, they have used the company as a point of emphasis. No matter who is to blame for the depletion of our vital resources, the political allies of automakers like Tesla, Volkswagen, and Mercedes, one of the organizers told the local press. It appears that they are supporting the elimination of private automobiles and the replacement of them with free, ecologically friendly public transport. This is a classic case of ballet communism vs. capitalism, with strong connections to contemporary ecological movements and the acts of vandalism committed by individuals hurling soup and other objects at paintings. Regarding the purpose of this specific demonstration, there is still a great deal of suspicion. Elon also posted on X, saying that since Tesla was the only automaker targeted, really strange things are happening. I don't think it's all that strange, since I know that the richest man in the world wouldn't be talking about it on social media, and I wouldn't be creating a YouTube video about it if these individuals had attacked a BMW factory. Thus, in this instance, I believe Tesla is a victim of their notoriety, and it's improbable that a sinister scheme is underway behind the scenes other than an attempt to garner as much attention as possible. Though I might be mistaken, we'll likely see more of these folks in the future, so stay tuned. The Tesla Cybertruck second-hand market appears to be growing. Now that more than 140 of these uncommon vehicles are up for sale, it appears that the days of online price gouging are past. The typical selling price is approximately in line with the amount you would ultimately have to pay Tesla for delivery. Thus, there are plenty of possibilities available if you're among those with $15,000 burning a hole in your wallet. That's not necessarily terrible news for the Cybertruck, in my opinion. At this point, there are probably between 6,000 and 8,000 of them in use worldwide, so if less than 1% of them are being flipped, that would seem very average. Many individuals may have been seduced by the excitement and, having never driven a truck before, decided on the spur of the moment to purchase a full-size pickup truck, only to later discover that it wasn't their calling. Speaking of Cybertruck, the most recent executive to depart from Tesla is the one in charge of producing the vehicle. The director of manufacturing overseeing the production of the Cybertrucks was Renji Zhu. It's unclear if his departure was voluntary or part of another round of layoffs. Zhu had previously held the position of manufacturing operations manager at Gigafactory Shanghai, where he oversaw the production lines for Tesla's extremely successful Model 3 and Model Y models before his relocation to Texas. I should also make it clear that Tom Zhu, a top leader at Tesla, who currently ranks second only to Elon, is not to be confused with Elon. Tom just left Giga Texas to return to his position overseeing the production in Shanghai. These two individuals are not the same. Notwithstanding such constraints, the Tesla Cybertruck production ramp has been proceeding about as anticipated, which is excellent considering that last month, Tesla reached a manufacturing pace of 1,000 units per week. In the first part of next year, the target is 5,000 each week. Tesla intends to eliminate the steering wheel from the fully autonomous vehicle under supervision. When you use the driver assist option, this tiny notification will appear telling you to turn the steering wheel slightly with your force. It's there to make sure that hands are always on the steering wheel. In achieving that aim, it hasn't been very successful. Although it is fairly simple to hack, Tesla's system was the best it could accomplish for a long while. This isn't the case anymore because all Teslas manufactured in the previous several years, where the majority of Teslas operating now, have an inside camera pointing directly at the driver's face, which is integrated into the driver attention monitoring system. Therefore, it is improbable that Tesla would be able to use hands-free mode in cars without an inbuilt camera. Those who do own the more recent models with the face camera tell me that the warnings you receive when you look anywhere but forward are far worse than the steering necks. For example, you receive a beeping signal alerting you to pay attention to the road, even if you glance at the center screen to change things like the AC. Additionally, hacking the camera-based system is not insurmountable. It is alleged that placing a cardboard cutout of a human in the driver's seat would suffice. Nevertheless, I would never advise trying that. It appears that Mercedes, who recently received approval for Level 3 autonomous driving in their newest vehicles, which allows the driver to sometimes not even need to pay attention at all, may be aiming at GM, whose Super Cruise has been hands-free for the duration of its existence. In any case, a fully retrained neural network will be the actual highlight of this forthcoming FSD upgrade, suggesting that system performance may significantly improve. We're very interested to find out if things can improve significantly overnight. Do you recall the large Tesla battery that was sold in Australia a few years ago? Installed by Tesla in 2017, the Hornside Power Reserve was the world's first grid-scale energy storage installation. It served as something of a true foundation for Tesla's energy sector, which has developed into an incredibly large enterprise in the last few years. Recently, a large-scale Tesla battery project is making its way to Australia. Near Melton, Victoria, the Melbourne Renewable Energy Hub is presently in development and will shortly be receiving 444 megapack storage units. When finished, the battery installation will have 1.6 GWh of energy storage capacity and 600 megawatts of electrical production. When the demand on the electrical grid is at its highest, this amount of energy can power about 200,000 houses. Furthermore, the Australian Labor government aims to achieve an energy storage capacity of 2.6 GWh by 2030 and 6.3 GWh by 2035. The project will be added to the already lengthy list of Australian battery energy storage system projects that either already employ or plan to use Tesla Megapacks when it becomes operational in 2025. Therefore, the fact that Tesla is building a new Megapack production plant in Shanghai, China, rather quickly is most likely not a coincidence. It appears that the demand from Australia alone will be sufficient to support Mega Number 2, which aims to generate 10,000 Megapack battery units annually. When manufacturing reaches full scale, it will have the same capacity as the current Megafactory located in California. The Gigafactory siege is just the beginning. What other secrets are lurking beneath the surface? Let us know in the comments section below. Also subscribe for more electric vehicle mysteries and hit that notification bell so you don't miss a thing. Don't forget to give our video a thumbs up.